If you're ready to build the future of the internet, you're gonna need the tools to do it. But let's be real, getting started with DFX on Ubuntu can feel like installing a time machine from the 90s. Not to worry though, because in the next few minutes, I'll be showing you how to install DFX and set up the Internet Computer SDK, hopefully without pulling your hair out. Alright, so let's head over into our favorite web browser, and then we're gonna search for Internet Computer. Once that's loaded up, click the first link that you see, and it should take you to the main website for the Internet Computer. Afterwards, we go to the Develop tab, click Developer Docs, and then click on SDK Build. So before we even think about installing, we first have to start by making sure we install Node.js, which is what we'll be doing. So I head over to this website by clicking the link and copy the first command that you see. This is going to make sure NVM is set up properly within your terminal. Once you run that command, give it a few seconds to run and for it to install. Alright, so once that's done downloading, as the instructions say, we now need to restart the terminal. So we can do this easily by opening it and then closing up the terminal. Next up, we'll open a brand new terminal, and then we are going to type in this command, nvm install 22, to install the latest version of Node. So you can go ahead and paste that into the terminal. Alright. Then at this point, we just have to give it a bit of time for it to install. Depending on your internet speeds though, the time may vary. Alright, and just like that, we are ready to go. So first of all, you can do a check by saying node-v to ensure that Node is properly installed, as well as npm-v. You also check for npm as well. Now that we've verified that Node is installed, we can head back to the Internet Computer website, check that we've installed Node, and we can start by installing the Internet Computer SDK. So go ahead and copy this command, and then open the terminal once again. We can then paste in the command and let it run for a few seconds once more to get started with installing the Internet Computer SDK. So from here, we can then choose if we want to proceed with the installation, customize the installation, or cancel. So go ahead and go with proceed the installation, and it's going to start installing the Internet Computer SDK right on our PC.
One hour later.
Few years of downloading, it should finally be done, and you just have to watch it now set up. So from here, we can just do one final thing and make sure that DFX is actually installed. But for this, we're going to open up the terminal. And then type out dfx --version. Doing so is going to show the current version of DFX that we have and let us know that it's properly installed. So from here, the next step is that we can now install and we can now create a new DFX project. To do this, we use the command dfx new followed by the name of the project that you want to create. First, let's head over to Files and then choose the location that we want to have our project be stored in. Once we're there, we're going to open a terminal within that files. From here, we can type out the same command, dfx new, and I'll just type in test. Once we're there, we choose the language we want to use. In this case, we use Motoko, and since it's just a test, we're not going to use any front-end framework. course, if you're building something bigger, you can use something like React or Svelte, anything that you're comfortable with. So if we now navigate back to the folder in which we installed this in, we can see that the project has been set up for use for programming in Moto. And over here, we have our boilerplate codes that can be used to create a very own Web3 app on the Internet Computer. Thank you very much for following along in this tutorial. Next time we meet, we'll be going over how to set up VS Code for programming in Moto Code to finally start building decentralized Web3 apps on the Internet Computer.